Hey guys, it's Peyton, and today I am going to be unboxing some books that I got from Book Outlet. Unboxing. I'm doing the air quotes because I may have already opened the box because I couldn't wait. Here's the box. It's open and I'm so sorry. I just got this box a few weeks ago and I did not feel like filming and I needed to open the box. So I labeled this unboxing because it was planned as an unboxing, but that didn't happen obviously. And I'm pretty sure no one actually really cares. They just want to see the books, not the box. So let's throw the box away. Let's go into this haul. So some of the books are from Book Outlet, which I got, I think 12 for the Boxing Day sale because it was such a good deal. I was obsessed. Then I have a few other books that I have gotten since that order, and I'm just gonna show you guys today. Let's just go ahead and get in with the video. The first book that I got from Book Outlet is What I Lost by Alexandra Ballard. I got this because it is highly recommended by people that I trust, and it is about a girl who goes into a facility for her eating disorder, and it's about, I guess, her journey throughout her time in that facility. I've never read a book about a person with an eating disorder. I don't have an eating disorder, so I don't have any knowledge of that, and I would love to know more about it and bring awareness to myself. And I've just heard it's really good, so I'm really excited to give this one a chance. And I love the cover for some reason. I just think it's really cool. The next book I have from Book Outlet is The Smell of Other People's Houses by Bonnie Sue Hitchcock. I got this because I've been seeing this around for a good bit now, and it kind of draws you in, this weird title. It's like, what is that? That was my exact thoughts, and it's really beautiful. I love this purple and the stars. Purple's my favorite color. I like stars. This just makes sense. I'm pretty sure this takes place in Alaska, and it's really short, and it was a bargain on some Book Outlet, and I've never said bargain before, so that made me cringe a little bit. But I felt like I needed it, and I hope I love it. There's pretty good reviews from what I've seen, so I'm interested to see what this is all about, because I really don't know. Just know it's people coming together in Alaska. I'm guessing there's a cabin. We'll see. The next book I have is Letters to the Lost by Bridget Kemmerer. I tried, guys. I tried. This is a book about a girl named Juliet whose mother died, and she's in obvious grief over it. So she develops this sort of tradition of writing letters and placing them on her mother's grave. And there is a guy named Declan, which this says he's trying to escape the demons of his past. He finds these letters on this grave, and then he begins to write back to her. And I guess it just follows them and the notes they pass to each other, and probably a relationship they get out of this. I really like this cover. Macy, shut up. Why are you always scratching at my door? I thought this book sounded really interesting. I never heard of it before I looked at Book Outlet, and I checked it out on Goodreads. It seems to have really good reviews saying this book is just amazing, so I want to give it a try myself. The next book I have is The Sandcastle Empire by Kayla Olson. I first heard about this book from Sasha over at A Book Utopia because she's friends with this author, and I believe this is her debut novel. And Sasha really enjoyed this book. I saw it cheap on Book Outlet, and I was like, yeah, I need it. I believe this is about people on an island, and they're fighting their way out of this island or something like that. Apparently it's similar to Lost, which I've seen the first 2 seasons of Lost. I need to finish that. I know guys. I know. You don't have to tell me. It just seems like a really fun adventure, and I love stories about people having to survive and seeing what will come out of them from needing to survive. This just relates to my reason for loving The Walking Dead, because I find it really interesting to see the lengths people will go to survive in these sort of horrific situations. So this book made me interested. I say interested a lot. I'm so sorry. I always go for that word. The next book is Winter Song by S.J. Jones. I've been wanting this book for a while, but books are expensive, so I just didn't buy it ever. Again, it was cheap on Book Outlet, so I needed it. All I really know about this is that there's some sort of thing with goblins, I think. There's a goblin king, and there's a labyrinth that they have to go through, and this is another situation where I find it, I almost said interesting. No, I'm not gonna go for that word. I find it captivating when people are going through territories that they are unaware of or they're not familiar with and having to survive. This seems like that's going to be that type of book, and again, I've heard really good reviews about this. So I'm excited for this one, and I have been for a while, and I'm finally gonna read it because I own it now. The next book I have is The Star-Touched Queen by Roshani Chokshi. I think I said that right. This is another one of those books that I've been wanting for a long time, and as soon as I saw it cheap on Book Outlet, I knew I needed it. Fate and fortune, power and passion. What does it take to be the queen of a kingdom when you're only 17? Macy, shut up. I don't really know anything about this other than princess and things happen. This is just one of those books. I guess she's queen now. Did someone die? So I guess this is her trying to figure out how to be queen and adventures. You can tell I really don't know anything about this, but I've heard so much about it that I knew I needed it, and queen, like, boom, I need that. I always need those type of books. The next book is one I've wanted for a long time. This Song Will Save Your Life by Layla Sales. Oh, sorry. This is about a girl named Elise who's having a hard time as a 15-year-old and fitting in school. And one day she stumbles upon an underground dance club and somehow starts DJing and becomes some sort of sensational DJ, I think. Yeah, I really don't know, but that's what I think this is about. Again, great reviews, and I've been looking at this book for a while, so it was cheap. I like that. The next book I got from Book Outlet is Walk on Earth, a Stranger by Ray Carson. This is about a girl who can sense gold around her and find it. Obviously, that's something a lot of people would kill for, and that's a very interesting talent, obviously, like how you do that. I don't know how you do that, but she does it. I believe this is taking place back during the gold rush. I may be wrong about that. And that's even crazier if she has this magical ability towards gold during the gold rush. I'm sure crazy things happen. I've been wanting to read her books. I have started The Girl of Fire and Thorns, I think that's what it's called, and I enjoyed the first 30 pages, and for some reason it didn't continue. I'm stupid. Next, I got The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. I've been really wanting this book ever since Booksplosion did that huge read-along with this. I think they did, unless I'm just making it up inside my head, but they made it sound so good. I just never got my hands on the book. Now I have, and I used to know what this was about. London. Magical London. We'll see what this is about when I actually read it. Who knows when that is. The next book is one I really wanted for a while. The Novice by Taryn Matheru. This is about a guy named Fletcher who is a blacksmith and has the ability to summon demons, and he travels with his demons. So I think he has a pet demon or he's friends with a demon. I don't know, but for me that sounds really cool. It's a fantasy. I love fantasy. And again, a lot of people seem to love this. And I love fantasy. Give me fantasy. This is fantasy. It was cheap. I needed it. So I have it now. Next, I got Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. I've always wanted to read this book because I've been intrigued. What really pushed me to want to get a copy of it was Haley in Bookland and her obsession with this book and her a billion copies that she has bought of it. I'm sure she has this copy. I don't see how she could not have this copy. It has to be really good if she's that obsessed with it. So it's really short, so it's not going to be one of those really difficult books to read. And the quote on the back of it is one of my favorite quotes from it. I'm acting like I read it, but I do know this quote and I've always liked it. It is, "How do you know I'm mad?" said Alice. "You must be," said the cat, "or you wouldn't have come here." I just think that's just so cool. And the illustrations on this is just so pretty. Though this doesn't have the Looking Glass in it, which is, I believe, the companion or the sequel to this. I don't know if they have a copy in this edition of the Looking Glass. If so, I kind of want it. And the last book that I got from Book Outlet was These Shallow Graves by Jennifer Donnelly. This is about a girl named Jo who has a dream of becoming a newspaper writer, or whatever you call them. I think that's right. She's always wanted to do that, and I guess report stories. And then her father dies, and you know, she wants to report that and find out if he was murdered or something. That sounds really interesting to me, and I thought this cover was really drawing, and I said interesting again. Why do I never stop using that word? It's really freaking annoying. I noticed this because I spend forever editing my videos, and I just can't stop hearing myself saying interesting. I need to stop. Now we're heading into the part of the video with books that I did not get from Book Outlet. It basically includes books that I have obtained really recently because I did get those Book Outlet books, I think, in December. I'm really late in filming this video. The first book I have to show is Zenith by Sasha Ellsberg and Lindsay Cummings. I actually won a copy of this and I got it the day it came out, shipped to my door. It was really awesome because I was already gonna buy this book and then I got it free and I loved myself for winning. That sounds horrible, but I got lucky and I'm never lucky. I never win things, but recently I have won a few books and I have no idea what happened. So I'm pretty excited. For one thing, this cover is absolutely beautiful, and another thing is I'm on page 13, which is really not that big of a deal because the first chapter does not start on page 1, it starts on page 9. I've heard so many mixed reviews on this book and I want to love it more than anything because I really want to support both of these authors. I already do. I really like them. Sasha's a booktuber and Lindsay, I guess you could call her a booktuber, but she's mostly an author-tube person. I really like them as people and I want nothing more than to enjoy their book, and I really hope I do. This is about basically space pirates of all girls and their adventures. That's really all I know. I'm so good at describing books, obviously. We'll see if I like this book. Hopefully, I'll finish it before the month is over. Then I got Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban Illustrated Edition. So excited to have this. I don't even have the first 2 books illustrated, but I got this as a gift, a late Christmas present, and I was so happy because I really want to get these illustrated editions. I'd love to have them all. The dream is to read them to my future children. That's just amazing. The thought of reading it and showing them the little pictures, it's just like, whoa. Well, every single page I turn to doesn't have a picture. That's just luck. I'm just so excited to have this. The last book in this haul I actually bought yesterday from Barnes & Noble. I got Hunting Prince Dracula by Carrie Maniscalco. I wasn't even really sure if I was going to pick up this book. I read the first book. Stalking Jack the Ripper, I don't remember what I rated it, but I feel like it was around a 3 stars, maybe 4 stars. I wasn't obsessed with it and I didn't really understand the major hype that it got. This was about trying to figure out who Jack the Ripper was, and this one is hunting some Prince Dracula. These books sound cool. I just couldn't really feel the characters. I wasn't into them, really. I don't know. There was something missing in this book, though I heard that this book is 10 times better than this one. And also this was a signed copy and I was like, well, if I'm gonna ever read this book, I might as well just buy the signed copy that I see. So that's exactly what happened. I actually am kind of excited to read this because I do want to really like these books because I think this is the unpopular opinion of not really liking them. We'll see. I really do want to because the series sounds so cool. Because the next one is about Houdini and I don't know, that just sounds really interesting. Oh god, I said interesting. Why? That sounds really cool to me. That's what I'm gonna say. So that is my book haul. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I had fun making it, as always. Tell me down below if you've read any of these books, if you enjoyed them, if you hated them, just give me your thoughts. Like this video, comment down below. Have a good day. Please subscribe. Make sure to follow all of my social medias that are linked down below. Also, click the bell button, which is by the subscribe button, which you should have already clicked. And goodbye.